The great writer Rudyard Kipling once said, "God could not be everywhere, and therefore he made mothers." This Sunday is Mother's Day, and while many will be thinking about flowers, cards, and morning brunches with their moms, Prairie Theatre Exchange is offering a wonderful opportunity to spend time with your mom while at the same time sharing some wonderful stories and hearing some great live music. This Sunday, May 11th at 3 p.m., Prairie Theatre Exchange is presenting another PTE concert called Dear Mom. This concert features a first-rate lineup of Winnipeg musicians performing songs that celebrate the complicated, tender, and often funny realities of motherhood. Dear Mom is built around real stories submitted by PTE's audiences. These short tributes, memories, and even poems about mothers and mother figures will be woven into the show as introductions to each song, as curated by PTE's artistic director, Anne Hodges. Expect songs made famous by Jan Arden, Dolly Parton, Carole King, performed by a 6-person ensemble featuring Kyle Cobb on guitar, cellist Patricia Venucci, vocalists Carolyn Graff, Aaron Hutton, and Rochelle Kivitz, and Brady Barrientos, the associate music director, on keyboards. This is sure to be a truly memorable way to mark Mother's Day and a great way to create another lifelong memory with your mom. And joining me here in the Classic 107 studio to talk about PTE's presentation of Dear Mom, I am joined by Rochelle Kivitz, one of the singers of the show. Hey, Rochelle, great to have you here.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much for having me.
So before we get to the show, I want to first ask, what are your plans for Mother's Day aside from the show?
A good question. Well, I have a young daughter at home and my mom as well. So my mom's actually coming to this show, which is lovely. But I think we're just going to do a nice brunch at home with my mother-in-law as well. A nice intimate time just to spend together before the concert. So I can't wait.
So Dear Mom sounds like a fantastic way of marking Mother's Day. How were you approached by PTE to perform this show? Have you had a long-standing relationship with them?
Yeah, well, I love PTE. Actually, Paul approached me a few months ago and just asked if I'd be interested in being part of this concert. And of course, I had to say yes because, the music is wonderful. And also the idea of the concert as a tribute to moms. I'm so grateful to my mom for everything she's done for me. And of course, being a mom, which is my greatest role. So it just seemed like the perfect opportunity and the perfect concert to celebrate Mother's Day. And
of course, you're talking about Paul DeGurse,
yes.
The music director
Absolutely.
and arranger for the show.
Yes.
Can you talk about the other musicians who you're going to be performing with? And have you performed with them before?
Yeah, actually, I've performed with Brady quite a few times in musicals. And Kyle, the guitarist, and Patricia, I have not worked with before. And they're just a fabulous bunch. They add so much to the music. The cello is such a lovely addition. Patricia is great. And so, yeah, it just really enhances the music. So a very lovely touch.
Yeah. The concert is going to be using stories and poetry written by PTE audiences about their moms and mother figures. Have you had an opportunity to hear the poetry and or read through it?
Yeah, we've read through some of the stories. They're really, really sweet, lovely, personal stories from PT audiences, and it's so nice that they sent them in to share with us.
And they're going to be woven into the songs, and it's been curated by Anne Hodges, who is the artistic director for Prairie Theatre Exchange. How were the songs chosen? Were the songs chosen first, or was the text submitted and then the songs? Chicken or egg? Which one came first?
Good question. Well, the songs are actually chosen first, and then the audiences, whoever wanted to share a story, sent them in. And Anne's very clever. She's been at this for a long time, so she did a great job of weaving the stories like in between the songs. So I don't want to give too much away, but it's really like the segues between are going to be really lovely and flow in a great way.
And how are those transitions going to work? I mean, when I think of the theater, there's lighting and stuff. Is it Is there going to be like extensive lighting, or is it just going to be really pared down and really kept really simple?
Yeah, there will be lighting, and we're going to be at the PTE main stage. So yeah, there'll be some nice lights, and but it'll be it's more intimate. So it's really going to be honed in on the singers and the musicians and the stories. But the lighting, of course, will be a nice touch.
Have you had a chance to run through the whole show with the stories from beginning to end? And if so, what was your reaction after doing the whole thing?
We actually had a rehearsal the other day, and we ran through the story. So yeah, we have the flow of the show going, and we'll have a long tech rehearsal on Saturday and dress rehearsal. So we'll get a bigger picture of what that all looks like. But so far, I don't want to give too much away, but I can say that the way it's all flowing together, it's quite moving. And I think we got emotional, Carlin and myself being 2 out of the 3 vocalists. Carlin has a young daughter as well. And so it's quite emotional reading these stories and then singing these songs that are about being moms. So yeah, we'll try not to get too teary-eyed.
And it's being a mother yourself. Yeah, it just adds a whole other
Absolutely.
element. There's 3 singers in the show. Are there going to be duos and trios happening, or was each singer sort of given a set of songs that they needed to sing?
Yeah, good questions. Well, there's lovely harmonies. So every song has harmonies. So usually, like there's a duet that Carlin and I do, but most of them are trios. With some of them are split where we're all singing verses and then beautiful harmonies intertwined in between. Some of them are more. There is a lead singer with harmonies backing them up, but there are harmonies in all of them, so we are all singing in most of the songs.
Oh, fantastic. Without giving too much away, can you talk about some of the songs and maybe some of the singer-songwriters that are going to be heard on Sunday?
Sure. Well, of course, you mentioned Carole King earlier. She's a favorite for sure, and she's been a huge advocate and for women, and so one of the songs we're going to be singing is a tribute to her daughter, actually. So it's really, when you think about it that way, the lyrics call to us in a different way. And of course, Canada's own Jan Arden, Good Mother, which is a favorite. Phil Collins. Yeah, we have some Phil Collins, You'll Be in My Heart. The lyrics are just, if you know that song, they perfect song choice for Sunday, for Mother's Day, and a few others. I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, a lot of great music, and all with the common theme of love for children, mothers, mother figures, because that shows up in many different ways for many different people, what mom means. Yeah.
Can you talk about some of the arrangements? Like, who did the arrangements and how did they work out with you as performers?
Right. Well, Paul DeGurse is a genius. He's our music director, and he made all the arrangements for the orchestra and then all the harmonies for us, and they sound incredible. He gave us some tough harmonies, but they sound amazing. And so, yeah, he did all of that was prepped before we even had our first rehearsal. So it's pretty impressive how he works in just an amazing way for all of us artists.
Yeah, and just come in and do it. Yeah, fantastic. Rochelle, this has been so great. What do you hope people are going to take away from Dear Mom on Sunday?
I hope that they take away that how important it is, how important moms are in our lives, how much they do for us, that we aren't anything without our moms or our grandmothers or the people who came before us, and that, you know, love and kindness, and if you have that nurturing in your life, you can't go wrong. And it's all about celebrating the gift that is mom. So I hope people leave with a feeling of a softness in their heart and a feeling that they want to, you know, spend as much time as possible with their moms and just celebrate moms every day, not just on Mother's Day.
Perfect. Rochelle, all the best on Sunday. Dear Mom is presented by PTE. I'm sure is going to be just a lot of fun and a great way to celebrate our mothers and Mother's Day. all the best, and thanks so much for taking the time to stop by and talk to me today. It's been great.
Thank you so much for having me, Chris. Have a great day.
For our Classic 107 listeners, Dear Mamas, presented by Prairie Theatre Exchange, takes place this Sunday, May 11th, Mother's Day, at 3 p.m. For more details, visit pte.mb.ca or go to classic107.com. I've embedded a direct link to the show page in the article about the concert that you can find up there now. Rochelle, thanks again.
Thank you.